Hello students, in the last class we have completed the first chapter for your syllabus, that is some basic concepts in chemistry, and we have seen definitions, postulates as well as formulas, and everything we have completed from that chapter. And the most important thing from that chapter for your annual examination is there will be one question for 5 marks, or sometimes they may ask for 3 marks, right? So if one question if there are sub questions like A and B, then they might ask for 3 marks. The problem is completely based on empirical formula and molecular formula, calculation of empirical formula as well as molecular formula of a given compound, right? So here I will give two examples, right? So this is the most repeated questions from the previous question papers. So today we'll solve two examples how to calculate the molecular formula and empirical formula of the given composition, right? So here we'll go with the one example, that is the percentage. They've already given the question here. This is already solved, and also I will explain how to solve this stepwise, right? So the percentage composition of an organic compound is given below, right? So there is one organic compound and its molecular weight is 136. The overall weight of the substance that is given is 136. Calculate its empirical formula and molecular formula, right? And they have given the composition like carbon is 70.59 grams, and the composition of hydrogen is 5.88 grams, and oxygen is 23.53 grams, right? So these are the three different values with which the organic compound is formed, and its overall molecular weight is 136, right? And we already know the formula for the calculation of empirical formula as well as molecular formula, right? So here we'll start solving the problem. So before solving, I will make 4 different columns, right? So before that, we'll write the given values, right? So whatever they have given initially, we'll write the given. So the given values are, they have given the weight of carbon. The weight of carbon is equal to 70.59, right? Similarly, the weight of hydrogen, that is equal to 5.88, and similarly the weight of oxygen, that is equal to 23.53. So next they have given the molecular weight, and it's a overall molecular weight of compound, that is a molecular weight of compound, that is equal to 136, right? So the overall molecular weight of a substance or given compound is equal to 136, and they have asked for the calculation of empirical formula as well as molecular formula of the given organic compound, right? So during solving this problem, so the simplest way is first to make 4 columns. In the first column I will take it as an element, so whatever the elements they have given, and in the second column I will make it as composition. They have given the fixed composition for the given substances, and we can also go for the atomic ratio. So what is the atomic value of the given substances, that can be calculated in terms of ratio, that is known as atomic ratio. And last one is simple ratio, right? So there are 4 columns. One is element, second one is composition, third one is atomic ratio, fourth one is simple ratio, right? And according to their question, they have given 3 values. One is for carbon, right? So another one is for hydrogen, another one is for oxygen. They have given 3 elements. One is carbon, and another one is hydrogen, third one is oxygen, which means the given organic compound is made up of 3 different elements. One is carbon, second one is hydrogen, third one is oxygen. And they also given the composition. I will write the composition. Carbon is 70.59, so therefore I can write it as 70.59, and similarly hydrogen given is 5.88, and oxygen given is 23.53, right? So if you add all these, so it will be almost equal to, that is 100%, because always remember, any compound that will be always made up of 100% composition, right? So if you add all these 3, that will be nearly equal to, or sometimes it is exactly equal to 100%, right? So in case of calculation of atomic ratio, what we will do, right? So during the calculation of atomic ratio, the given composition is divided by, right? So step 1 is given composition is divided by its atomic weight, right? So in step 1 what we have to do, so that is a given weight, that is composition, right? So given composition divided by atomic weight, right? So the first important step is the given composition is generally divided by atomic weight, right? So we know that weight of carbon is 12, weight of hydrogen is 1, right? So and weight of oxygen is 16. That is a constant value. Therefore, first what I will do to calculate the atomic ratio, I will divide this as 70.59 divided by 12. That is weight of carbon. Similarly, 5.8 is the composition. Again, I will go for the division with the help of atomic weight. That is atomic weight of hydrogen is 1. Similarly, in case of this atomic ratio of oxygen, that is a 23.53 given value divided by weight of oxygen is 16, right? So you have to use the calci. Whenever you use the calci, that is 70.59 divided by 12, we will get 5.88. We'll get 5.88. Similarly, 5.88 divided by 1, that is 5.88. Similarly, 23.53 divided by 16, that will be equal to 1.47, right? So this is the first step in the obtaining of atomic ratio. How we have calculated the atomic ratio? That is the first step. Composition, that is given composition divided by its atomic weight. This is very important, right? So whenever you divide it by atomic weight of the given element, you will get the atomic ratio. You will get the atomic ratio. That is the first step, right? And the second step is step 2, to calculate the simple ratio, right? So to calculate the simple ratio, what we have to do, right? So we have to take the smaller value, right, out of 3. So we have to take the smaller value, and we have to take that smaller value and divide it with all the atomic ratios, right? By taking the smaller value out of 3, right? So and we have to divide this atomic ratios by the smaller value. That is the second step. Second step is, so divide atomic ratio by smallest value, right? So here dividing, right? So dividing atomic ratio by smallest value. Remember, out of 3, right? So the smallest value is third one, that is oxygen has this smallest value, that is 1.47, right? So 5.88, 1.47. If you consider all the 3, the smallest value is 1.47. Therefore, what I will do, so I will divide these value with the smallest value. That is, so here 5.88 divided by 1.47, right? So that is 5.88 divided by 1.47. Similarly, 5.88 divided by 1.47, right? Similarly, 1.47 divided by 1.47, right? So last one is divided by itself. So because it is the smallest value out of these 3 values, right? So remember, in the step 2, what we have done, divide the atomic ratio by the smallest value. Smallest value is, out of these 3 values, smallest value is 1.47. This 1.47 is divided for all the values. That is 5.88 divided by 1.47, 5.88 divided by 1.47, 1.47 divided by 1.47, right? So now again you can use the calci and you can calculate, right? So 5.88 divided by 1.47, that is 4. Similarly, it is also same value. 5.88 divided by 1.47, that is also 4. Similarly, 1.47 divided by 1.47, that is 1, right? So here we got the simple ratio. Here what we got? We got the simple ratio. Therefore, so with the help of these 2 steps, we got all the 4 columns, right? So carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, they have already given the composition. In the given, 70.59% is carbon, 5.88% is hydrogen, and 23.53% that is oxygen. That is generally you can take in terms of grams also. Atomic ratio means the given weight or the composition divided by atomic weight, right? So atomic ratio means the given composition divided by atomic weight, which means whenever you divide with its weight, you will get one value. So in the second step, what you have to do, you have to choose the smallest value among the 3. Even if they have the 4 values, among 4 values, which one is the smallest value, you have to choose that one, and we have to divide all the values by the smallest value. Therefore, divide atomic ratio by smallest value. We have done the same thing, right? To calculate the simple ratio, we have divided the atomic ratio by the smallest value, and we got 3 different values. One is 4, another one is 4, and the third one is 1, right? So now to calculate the empirical formula, right? So to calculate the empirical formula, so whatever the ratio we have got, that is equal to empirical formula, because here there are three elements. One is carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So I can take it as carbon is to hydrogen is to oxygen. These are in the ratio of 4. Carbon, the value of carbon is simple ratio is 4. Value of hydrogen is also 4. Value of oxygen is also 4. Therefore, I can write it as 4 is to 1, right? So this is the empirical formula, or you can also write it as C4H4O, right? So anything there is nothing means it is the value of 1, right? So therefore C4, there are 4 carbon atoms, hydrogen, 4 hydrogen atoms are there, oxygen is only 1, right? So you can write here 1, or you can leave like that only, right? So C4H4O, these are in the ratio of 4 is to 1, right? So this is the empirical formula, right? So further to calculate the molecular formula, we have formula, that is molecular formula is equal to molecular weight, that is molecular weight divided by empirical formula weight, right? So the molecular weight is already they have given, that is N is equal to, right? So N is equal to molecular weight is they have given, that is 136 is a molecular weight, that is 136 divided by empirical formula weight means, right? So the total weight of this molecule, right? So that is empirical formula weight. There are 4 carbon atoms, 4 hydrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom, right? So if you calculate the overall value, right? So here if you calculate the overall weight of this empirical formula, that is generally called as empirical formula weight, right? So in the side I will calculate here. So carbon, how many carbon are there? 4 carbon are there, and 4 hydrogen are there, and 1 oxygen is there, right? So therefore, so the weight of 1 carbon is 12. So therefore the weight of 4 carbon, right? So 12 into 4, right? So that is 48. And 4 hydrogen means the weight of 1 hydrogen is 1. Therefore total 4 hydrogen means the weight of 4 hydrogen is 4. And weight of 1 oxygen means oxygen is 16. Therefore only we can take it as 16. If you add all these, what you will get? So you will get, so here it is 6 plus 4, 10, 10 plus 8, 18, right? So 4 plus 2, that is 68, right? So this is empirical weight, right? So this is empirical formula weight. This is generally called as empirical formula weight, right? So the calculation of empirical formula weight is very important, because we have to go for the molecular formula means first we have to know what is the empirical formula weight. It's very easy to calculate. So already we know the weight of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, and we have to understand the ratio. It is in the ratio of 4 is to 1. Therefore empirical formula weight means there are 4 carbon atom, that is 48. There are 4 hydrogen atom, which means 1 hydrogen is 1. Therefore 4 hydrogen is 4. Therefore 1 oxygen is there. The weight of oxygen is 16. Therefore 16 overall weight is 68, right? So I will substitute this 68 here, right? So I will substitute this 68 here in the form of empirical formula weight, that is divided by 68. Therefore here 136 divided by 68 is equal to, therefore N is equal to 2. This we have got, right? So we have got the N value. Therefore further molecular formula is equal to, that is molecular formula is equal to, right? So the given value is C4, right? That is empirical formula C4H4O, that is C4H4O is multiplied with the N value, Remember I have taken this N value here, right? So that is the calculation of molecular formula. Therefore if you multiply here, 4 2s are, that is carbon is 8. Similarly 4 2s are, that is hydrogen is 8. Oxygen, that is into 2, that is, right? So this is the molecular formula. Empirical formula is C4H4O and molecular formula is C8H8O2, right? So this is the calculation which can be asked for 5 marks, right? So they, once again I will explain here. The carbon, weight of carbon is given as 70.59, hydrogen 5.88, oxygen 23.53, and they have also given the overall weight, that is molecular weight is equal to 136. Very simple calculation is there. First we have to make 4 columns. One is element, second one is composition, third one is atomic ratio, fourth one is simple ratio. First we have to write whatever the elements they have given, and second I think we have to go for the composition 70.59, 5.88, 23.53. This is both columns are given data we have produced here, right? So and in case of atomic ratio, so that is the first step, that is composition divided by atomic weight. For the calculation of atomic ratio, the first step is composition divided by atomic weight. Then you will get composition divided by its weight, composition divided by weight of hydrogen, composition divided by weight of oxygen. You will get certain value. So in the second step, what we have to do, out of these values, you have to choose the smallest value, and by choosing the smallest value, we have to calculate the simple ratio. All the values are divided by the smallest value. Divide atomic ratios, all the atomic ratios, by the smallest value. Therefore, you will get the certain ratio. This certain ratio is nothing but the empirical formula. Therefore, empirical formula is equal to CHO, and it is in the ratio of 4:4:1. Or you can write it as C4H4O. You can write it as C4H4O. Right? So for the calculation of molecular formula, you have one formula, that is molecular weight divided by empirical formula weight. Already we have calculated the empirical formula. It is in the form of 4:4:1. We have to calculate its weight. Its weight is calculated here. There are 4 carbon. 1 carbon is equal to 12. Therefore, there are 4 means 12 into 4. That is 48. There are 4 hydrogen. 1 hydrogen, 1 value. And 4 hydrogen means it's 4 value. Similarly, 1 oxygen is there. That is 16. If there are 2 oxygen, it will be 32, like that, right? So if you add total value, it will be equals to 68. Therefore, I have given here empirical formula weight is equal to 68. If you divide this one, you will get 2. Therefore, N is equal to 2. Therefore, for the molecular formula, you have to multiply empirical formula with N value. You have to multiply empirical formula with N value. That is molecular formula is equal to C4H4O. That is twice. That is equal to carbon 8, hydrogen 8, oxygen 2. That is the molecular formula of the given organic compound, right? So like this we have to solve, even if they give for my 5 marks also, even if they give for 2 marks also. We'll see one more example, the same problem with another examples. Okay, the second example, right? So in the second example, so they have given certain composition along with the molecular weight also. So we have to calculate what is its molecular formula as well as empirical formula. First we'll write the given, whatever the given. First we'll write that one. So in terms of given, so the given composition of carbon, that is equal to 62.24, right? And given composition of hydrogen, hydrogen is equal to 8.4. Similarly, nitrogen is equal to 12.91, right? And similarly, oxygen is equal to 16.45, right? So here remember they have given 4 elements. The organic compound is made up of 4 elements. One is carbon, which is 62.24, and hydrogen 8.4, nitrogen 12.91, and oxygen 16.45. And they have given the molecular weight, and its molecular weight is equal to, right? So the molecular weight of the given substance, that is equal to 99 grams. Molecular weight of the given substance is equal to 99 grams, right? So the first thing what we have to do, you have to make the 4 columns. So in the first column I will take element, second column I will take the again composition, right? So third column, that is atomic ratio, I will take the atomic ratio, and in the last column I will go for the simple ratio, right? So again I have made 4 columns. One is element, second one is composition, third one is atomic ratio, fourth one is simple ratio, right? So in case of element, they have given 4 elements. One is carbon, second one is hydrogen, third one is nitrogen, fourth one is oxygen, and their composition I will write here. Carbon they have given 62.24, hydrogen is 8.4, nitrogen is 12.91, and oxygen is 16.45. 16.45, right? So again the step 1, what is the step 1? Composition by atomic weight. Composition by atomic weight, that is the first step. So what I will do, that is 62.24 divided by weight of carbon is 12, right? Similarly 8.4 divided by weight of hydrogen is 1. Similarly nitrogen, right? So that is a 12.91 divided by weight of nitrogen is 14. Similarly oxygen is 16.45 divided by 16, weight of oxygen is 16. Therefore if you calculate with the calci, 62.24 divided by 12, that is equal to 5.18. That is equal to 5.18, and 8.4 divided by 1 is 8.4, And similarly 12.91 divided by 14, that is equal to 0.92. And here 16.45 divided by 16, that is 1.02, right? So these are the four values we have got. And in step 2, what we have to do in step 2, right? So divide atomic ratio by smallest value. Divide all the atomic ratios by the smallest value, right? So to get the simple ratio, right? So therefore here what I will do, 5.18 divided by, out of these 4, smallest value is 0.92. Be careful with the smallest value. If you change the smallest value, and the overall problem will be wrong, right? So therefore out of these 4 values, the smallest value is 0.92. Therefore, so in calculation of simple ratio, what we have to do, 5.18 divided by 0.92. Similarly 8.4 divided by 0.92. Similarly 0.92 divided by 0.92, as well as 1.02 divided by 0.92. Here we'll get 4 values. So the first value is 5.63, and similarly 9.13, and it is 1, and this is 1.108, right? So here we got the ratios in the form of decimals, and we can convert into the whole number. These ratios can be taken in terms of whole number. It is 5.69. I can take nearly equal to 5, right? So whenever you get the decimal point, so that is in the form of decimals, you can take it as a whole number. If it is 5.63, I can take it as 5. If it is 9.13, I can take it as 9, right? So if it is 1.01 or 1.10, I can take it to the nearest value, that is 1. Therefore, according to this, the empirical formula will become, that is empirical formula, right? So empirical formula, so that is equal to carbon is to hydrogen is to nitrogen is to oxygen, right? So these are in the ratio of 5.69, means roundabout I can take it as 5, right? So hydrogen is 9.13, means in the roundabout value I can take it as 9. Similarly nitrogen is 1, oxygen is also 1, that is nearest value is 1, right? So and this becomes the ratio of C5 H9 N and O, right? So C5 H9 N and O, right? So this is the empirical formula we got, right? So further, to calculate the number of atoms, N is equal to, right? So molecular weight, right? So that is a molecular weight divided by empirical formula weight. Molecular weight divided by empirical formula weight, right? So that is equal to 99. Given value is 99, molecular weight is 99, and if you calculate the empirical formula, that is 5 carbon are there, 5 into 12. Similarly hydrogen 9 are there, 9 into 1, nitrogen is 1, 1 into 14, right? So as we did in the previous problem, the same thing we have to do. Oxygen is 1, 1 into 16, like that. If you add, the total value will be equal to 99, right? So you solve that one directly. I am writing here. So the weight of carbon is the 12 into 5, weight of hydrogen is 1, 1 into 9, weight of nitrogen is 1, weight of nitrogen is 14, 14 into 1, weight of oxygen is 16, 16 into 1, the total weight will be 99, right? So therefore 99 divided by 99 is equal to 1, right? So this is the N value. This is multiplied in terms of molecular formula. Therefore molecular formula is equal to, therefore molecular formula is equal to, so that is the empirical formula C5H9, right? So NO into the N value, again you will get the same value, C5H9NO, which means in this problem empirical formula as well as molecular formula, so both are same. Empirical formula and molecular formula are same, because the number of atoms, that is equal to 1, right? So this was 1, therefore empirical formula is equal to the molecular formula, right? So this is a special case, right? So in certain example you will get a different molecular formula and different empirical formula. In some examples you will get the same empirical formula and molecular formula. Very simple. Just understand the two steps. These two steps are very important. First one is we have to divide the composition by its atomic weight, and second one is we have to divide this atomic weight by the smallest value, right? So by making 4 columns, it's very easy to understand. First we have to take the columns: element, composition, atomic ratio and simple ratio. That is from the given data we have to extract and make columns. carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen and oxygen, and its composition they have already given. Write on the composition. Further, atomic ratio means that is the first step, composition by atomic weight, right? So you'll get certain values, and the second step to calculate the simple ratio, that is the atomic ratio by the smallest value. Whatever the smallest value is there, you put that values and you'll get the ratio, and take the whole number, not take don't take in terms of the decimals, right? So always take in terms of whole number. There is a nearest whole number, so therefore you'll get empirical formula, that is in the ratio of 5:9:1:1. Further, we have to calculate the n value. This is very important. To calculate the n value, that is molecular weight divided by empirical formula weight, that is equal to given weight divided by, we have to calculate the empirical formula weight. Empirical formula weight means the weight of carbon is 12 into 5, right? So like that. Hydrogen 1 into 9, right? So nitrogen, that is 14 into 1. Oxygen, so that is 1 into 16, right? So if you divide like this, you will get one value, that is n value. So therefore molecular formula is equal to empirical formula into n. Always remember, molecular formula is equal to empirical formula into n value, whatever the n value will be there, right? So the same thing we have done even in case of first example also, and the same thing you have to do in case of second example also. So try these problems. Out of 2, 1 will be for your definitely for your annual examination, right? So we'll stop here. We'll continue in the next class with a new chapter, right? So this completes overall first chapter, that is some basic concepts in chemistry. Thank you.